Hey guys, this is Jen from Head to Toe, and today I wanted to share my December hits and misses with you. So to start off, I wanted to sort of revisit a couple things that I mentioned in other videos before that I got a little bit more of a chance to try out. So I want to start off with this L'Oreal Paris Infallible eyeshadow, which I got 4 of them, and I did swatch in a video, which I will link right up here, and I'm actually wearing this color right now. It's 890 Bronzed Taupe. Here's the front of it, and then the way it's displayed when you buy it is this is faced forward. And if you can see on my eyes, there's a lovely like metallic sheen to it. I used it as the very main lid color right here. As a base color on the eyelid, I just think it's so beautiful. It's really easy to wear. If you wanted to, you could just use this as a really simple wash of color from the lash line up just to where the eye socket is. You could just do that, slap on some eyeliner, and walk out the door. And it'll stay all day. The thing that's fabulous about it is it does not crease. It doesn't crease the whole day, which is super impressive. I kind of want to go back and get the black one with the little sparkles because I think I could do a lot of really cool monolid looks with that. But yeah, I really love it. I highly recommend it. I think I bought this for around $8. I bought mine at Bed Bath & Beyond, and I've heard other people have found this at some CVS's. So I don't know if it's at all drugstores yet, but you might want to check your Bed Bath & Beyond. Just give them a call and see if they actually carry makeup, because I think some of them do and some of them don't. So the next thing that I picked up that is also drugstore is this Maybelline Baby Lips. Now I bought this after I reviewed my Revlon lip butters. Somebody who follows me on Twitter recommended these to me, and they were like, if you love those, you will definitely love these. The Maybelline Baby Lips is a little bit different from the lip butters in that the lip butters are more like a lipstick that happens to be more moisturizing, whereas the Maybelline Baby Lips, 2 of them I believe are completely uncolored anyway. This is more like a true tinted lip balm. The one that I got is in Pink Punch. It's this nice Barbie pink color, but it doesn't swatch that way. It's just a nice, really sheer pink color. I'm actually wearing it today, and I really love this color. I, of course, really love pinks, and this color reminds me a little bit of Revlon's Strawberry Shortcake, but I feel like Strawberry Shortcake is a little bit harder to wear. No, there's a little bit more Barbiness to it, and this one is sheer enough that it just looks like a healthy pink. The scent of this actually reminds me a lot of my favorite lip balm, which is Blistex Silk and Shine, in that it's slightly fruity. It smells really good. So if you were disappointed in the Revlon lip butters and you would like a lip product that has some color but it's really mostly moisturizing, I would pick up the Maybelline Baby Lips. This is the only color that I've tried, but I think at Walmart's they only retail for like under $2. So I really like it, and I recommend this one. So this next item I wanted to talk about is the Urban Decay Cannonball Mascara, which I was actually pretty surprised that I would like, because I am super duper picky about mascaras. I need them to be really waterproof so that they'll hold my lash curl, because I literally have lashes. Oh, my throat is doing something funny. I literally have lashes that point like down. They're not like nice and curled and fluffy. They like point straight down. And so when I curl them, I need a really almost like dry formula mascara to hold up that curl. Contrary to my expectations, I really do like this mascara. It is a drier formula, which I like. As you can see, it's a very thin wand, but the bristles are really short. And it kind of reminds me of the Shiseido Lasting Lift Mascara, which I also really like, in that they both have really short bristles, and that helps you with the control of it. I find that if you have lashes like me where you curl them and then you really want them to be sky high, what I do is I like the short bristles right at the bottom of where the lashes meet your skin, and because that's where the main curl is. So then when you apply that there, it'll hold up the entire lash. This mascara also has fibers, so it might not work out for all of you like contact lens wearers. I have not had any problems with this whatsoever, but I don't wear contacts. This actually really does lengthen my lashes. In the first application it doesn't really lengthen, and then I go back to where the lashes have already dried and I add extra coats. It's really good about lengthening the lashes. Like today I'm not actually wearing any false lashes or anything like I usually do, Like, these are all my lashes just using this mascara. I think that's pretty impressive because my lashes are not very long, and this really does a good job in holding up the curl and making them quite a bit longer. So I do like this. Like I said, it's a drier formula, so it's not very spongy. Feeling them now, they don't feel super brittle, but in the grand scheme of the, you know, brittle to spongy scale, I would say it's a little bit more on the brittle side. But the curl stays all day for me, and I'm really impressed with the formula. It is a little bit on the expensive side, so it kind of is in the same category as Shiseido Lasting Lift for me. It's a splurge mascara, but I'm really impressed with it. The next item I wanted to talk about is the Milani Liquify pencil, which I have mentioned before, but it has been the pencil that I've been using the most this month. It's a super duper black line. If I smudge it out, maybe you'll be able to see a little bit. This is on the bluer side of black eyeliners. I don't 100% love that. I do love how soft and really pigmented this is. I would say this might even be softer than the Urban Decay liners. And in saying that, I do also think it's a little bit more smudgy, but I think this is really good for if you always draw on your waterline. Some other eyeliners may give you a gray line and then you kind of have to go over it a couple times to get a really pigmented black line, but this will give you a perfect black pigmented line on your waterline the first time. Since I've been using it so much, I've just noticed the subtle difference in the blue undertones, and I think I really prefer a warmer black, so I think I prefer the NYX Slide-On one just a little bit more because the tint of the color is a little bit warmer than this black. But that's being super duper picky. It's like pretty good for an everyday use pencil on the lash line, but not my holy grail. The next item I wanted to talk about is a concealer that I bought recently. I have not ever been able to find a concealer to top my holy grail, which was discontinued, which is the Lancome Photogenic Concealer in Camay, and it just kills me that that concealer was discontinued because it is still my absolute favorite. I'm working on backups right now, which is really kind of sad, but I just can't find anything better. So after watching one of Ingrid Miss Glamorazzi's videos, she mentioned this concealer, which is the NARS Stick Concealer in Custard. It is a little bit more expensive, so it was like what I bought from my Sephora order with the extra like $20 VIB sale coupon thing that they sent out, which those are evil, man. I have a really difficult time resisting those because Sephora just doesn't have sales that often. So I decided to pick this up to see if it would live up to my old favorite, and it is the best concealer I have tried other than my holy grail. The only downfall is when I first bought it, I used it like a couple times on my face, and then I was just like moving it to another part, and this whole top part flung off. It's like a pretty clean break, and I swear I didn't do anything special to make it break. I was kind of unsure about my color because NC30 sort of falls between this color and the one just darker than this, but I found that Custard is a pretty good match for my skin, especially in the winter time. My hand is a little bit darker than my face, so obviously this is going to show up on my hand more than it does on my face, but that's the texture. It's a pretty dry texture, and I would say it has sort of a medium coverage. It's not a super crazy high coverage in that it's going to cover every single like horrible pigmentation on your face. However, if you do wear a light to medium foundation first and then use this on top, I find it gives a really natural, nice coverage. Enough for me and my hyperpigmentation, especially the spots that are healing. Those are the ones that get like a really dark brown color, and it seems to cover it really well. Not to mention, I love the drier formula because I have issues with my zits, and I'm always worried about products, especially concealers, that are going to break me out, and so far this has not broken me out. The only thing is it doesn't work spectacularly for the under eyes if you have a drier under eye area. Usually I'll do a swipe anyway and it does okay for like lightening it a little bit, but I don't have the worst under eye circles in the world, so I would say if you tend to have really bad under eyes, maybe go for a creamier concealer there and use this on your blemishes because this is wonderful for blemishes. So the last item I wanted to talk about is something I also bought recently from Sephora. It's the Diorskin Poudre Shimmer. I don't really know. I never took French, so I'm probably saying everything wrong. But this is an ultra shimmering all over face powder from Dior. And I've never actually bought any Dior face things before. I have a lot of lip products from them, which I've loved, but some of the face things it's just really expensive. So I couldn't I don't know why I would splurge on lip things and not face things, but I decided to splurge on this just to give myself a little Christmas present. And it has this gorgeous velvet case. It does show fingerprints quite a lot, but other than that, it is just really, really gorgeous. I love how that shows the CD in the reflection. I bought this because Temptalia had been raving about this being her favorite highlighting powder, and I've been looking for a new highlighting powder just because I wanted a warmer highlighter versus my favorite NYX highlighting mosaic powder, which tends to be a little on the purpley cool side. As you can see, there are 5 different strips of colors. This one's sort of a beige and then a champagne, a taupe, a warm amber, and then this is sort of like a peachy color. It has sort of like almost like a tweedy texture. It's not really smooth looking in the pan, and that's how it came. I will say that the first few times I used this, I was actually super, super disappointed because it had a lot of larger like shimmer flakes in it, and that's not really the kind of look I was going for. The reviews that I had read said that it's a really finely milled powder that just makes your skin look like it's glowing, and it wasn't doing that, and I was like, oh, but it was so expensive. I just wanted to try it out a few more times to make sure I wasn't crazy, and after a few more times it really did turn into those refined particles. So I'm wondering if there's just like some kind of clear overspray on top of this, making the initial first few applications a little more chunkier. I am wearing it today, and I don't know if you can tell if I move my face. See how the shine just reflects on certain areas? I put it in sort of a C area right here and down the tops of my cheeks and on my nose, my forehead. So I think it's just really beautiful. It makes you look very, very healthy. Obviously, this is a huge splurge for just about anyone. It was really expensive, but I think that as far as the quality goes, I really love it. So what can I say? I'm not disappointed in my purchase, even though it was really expensive. This is really going to be beautiful, probably on all skin tones, but especially for my medium skin tone, medium to light, I think that it works really, really well. So I guess that's the end of this month's hits and misses. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'm definitely going to be doing these. I'm going to try to do these every month into the next year. So if you would like more information and links to all of the products I used, I'll have that up on my blog. That's from headtotoe.com. And if you have any questions for me, and I guess also product suggestions for things that you think I should try out, you can tell me that on Twitter. That's twitter.com/fromheadtotoe. This is Jen, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!